name is Jillian Beckett. Today I'll be talking to you about food deserts. I volunteered at Service Over Self, a missions organization in Memphis, Tennessee that helps families put new roofs over their heads for the past 4 years. For my time in Memphis, I have only ever seen one grocery store, and it's located very far away from the families that we serve. Food deserts are an area with a lack of affordable, nutritious food, and this is a big problem because it creates ideal conditions for malnutrition, obesity, and diabetes. Yes, I'm saying diabetes because I find it more fun to say. I'll say it right tomorrow. My life is heavily influenced by food. And I have written, spoken, and discussed many different topics on how food affects your health. I want to persuade you that food deserts are a terrible problem because in today's society, and I shall do this by drawing your attention to the problem, showing you a need to fix it, outlining a plan that satisfies this need, helping you visualize the benefits of my plan, and offering you a small action to help me in the solution. First, let's discuss the problem at hand. We need to fix food deserts before it's too late. According to Yasmin Ali, a board-certified cardiologist and lipidologist, Memphis is the most obese city in America and is in second place for the most of the adults with diabetes. This evidence shows that food deserts can create huge health problems. Found in a 2019 study performed by the University of Memphis, the city of Memphis has a poverty rate of 27.8%, a child poverty rate of 44.9%. And while it is the lowest, probably because they get those government checks, the poverty rate for the people aged 65 and older is 15.8%. These statistics prove that the poverty rates really can affect the quality and quantity of food that people can buy. As we look at this photo from a mini documentary I watched, I'm sorry, my jawline, I have a fat face. As we look at this photo from a mini documentary I watched by The Guardian, it shows that grocery stores are not built in low-income areas. Circling back to the areas with higher poverty, but their grocery companies are not going to want to put their stores there because they can't make any money, and that's not good. So it really does. This really is a shocking photo that shocked me. Another interesting fact from The Guardian is that 1/3 of the South Memphis residents have an automobile, and this really does apply to the food desert thing, because if you cannot drive to go get groceries, then you have to take a bus or you have to walk, and that takes a lot of time out of somebody's day, and it's very complicated, and it just makes it a lot harder to find food. And if you can't find food at a grocery store, people are going to resort to getting fast food. According to Healthline, a habit of eating fast food can cause weight gain, stroke, headaches, high blood pressure, and many other issues. And according to Julia A. Wolfson, a lead author of the study from Johns Hopkins University of Public Health, when people cook most of their meals at home, they consume fewer carbohydrates, less sugar, less fat than those who cook less or not at all, even if they're not trying to lose weight. So as a need for change is clear, let's look at a plan to fix this issue. I have devised a plan that satisfies the need to fix this problem. First, step 1, farmers markets. Farmers markets are great, as you can see from the South Memphis farmers market that they set up. When you think about it, the residents get their produce and their fresh food that they need, and they're also supporting local businesses. It really just works out for everyone. Step 2 of having programs that provide incentives for grocery stores to be located in lower income areas would help this a lot. would help the issue of food deserts a lot. And step 3, according to World Vision, providing more programs to help with housing and education would help people to break the cycle of poverty, which would in turn fix all of those other issues. So it really just boils down to back to the poverty issue. Now that we have a defined plan, what benefits are there to this plan? First, we see that Memphis is a divided city in the fact that there are definitely lower income areas and a wealthier area of Memphis. Eliminating the journey that people would have to take to the grocery store would allow people to focus more on their job or their families, and it would make the lower income areas a better place to live. We can also see that once people have access to good food, they can start eating healthier and decrease obesity and diabetes rates. And finally, getting rid of health risks can help eliminate poverty, because then you don't have to pay for medical bills, and that's great. And you're not stuck in an area because you physically because it's physically hard for you to I'm not going to say that. Okay. In conclusion, you can volunteer your time in many places to help others, such as Service Over Self in Memphis, Tennessee. If you would like to go on the trip, you can talk to me after this speech. And Circle City Relief, which is a place downtown that serves the local underprivileged people downtown. The people of Binghamton, Orangemount, and many other neighborhoods in Memphis are struggling to make ends meet. But when you go there, you don't see people who are